Hello folks, you are tuned in live to the Urban Soundscapes radio show here on Bloop London with me, your host Redfreya, and a very special guest today, Gabriel Atlas. We are getting into a really special show with entirely original music by him, mostly unreleased. So we're going to be diving into these tracks, talking about them a little bit over the next hour, and then at the end finishing up with an interview with him. So stay locked. Hello, Gabriel.
Hi, Freya.
So happy to have you here with us today.
It's really, really pleasure to be here.
How's it going today?
It's good. I'm alive.
We're live. We're here. It's Tuesday. We're cracking on with the week. So it's a little bit of an unusual format for today's show. But Gabriel Atlas, he is an amazing producer. I'm so happy to have you here on the show with us today. And what we're going to do is we're going to be going through original material by him, sort of track by track, and learn a bit about kind of the creation process that's gone into them. Starting with this opening track of the show, which is unreleased by you.
Yeah, unreleased.
And something brand new, I think, that you made recently.
I finished it last weekend.
Amazing. So, so tell me a little bit about the sort of inspiration that went into this, or your journey making it last week.
So this one. So I mean, you know, I have quite a unusual process.
Yeah.
I tend to work at night.
Mm.
I tend to do everything in one night. I tend to do it over about 12 hours, and it's kind of it's like a flow state. You get lost, and many times you lose.
Yeah.
But when you land, like when I land on the track, it feels so good. And this one, there's 2 tracks from this set. I played a bad show. I think this is like the best inspiration. I bombed.
When was this?
This was the week before.
Okay.
And I was DJing at a private party, a house party.
Okay.
And I prepared a club set, and it was a nice set. But the person playing before was playing 160.
Oh,
and
damn.
I was playing 125. and it was for party people, you know. And I left that night, and I thought, God, this isn't my place, you know. And I went straight into the studio, and I just locked in, and this came out of remembering to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Of making what you want to make.
Okay.
Of following the sound that is your sound.
So you felt like at the event it was a bit kind of like put you off your own vibe a little bit.
Absolutely.
And then you came out and you're like, I need to remember what I'm about.
Yeah. It was about coming back to what it's all about for you. That's what you've got. Yeah.
And there's so much groove in this track. Like it's got a really nice, like groovy sort of low end to it. And we're going to speak a bit more in detail towards the end of the show about your whole process. But you're making everything through analog material, analog synths, drum machines.
That's right.
You're not like in the box, like getting samples and all this stuff so much. Like it's all kind of raw, original.
That's right. Yeah. So it's synthesizer, drum machine, sampler. You can hear the breakbeats, they're samples.
Yeah.
The synth is this synth that I'm obsessed with. The drum machine gives you I love electron. Sweden, they know what they're about, right? But everything's done live. Everything's done I want to be in the box.
Yeah.
I haven't found myself there.
Yeah.
The beautiful thing about playing live and recording it straight is there's no going back. Once you've got it, you've got it. Yeah. And you can cut things together if you want, or I've started to try to edit more. But it feels so freeing to just you play it, you record it. And
you're very in the moment, I suppose, right?
Completely
It's very physical. Like you're not lost in a screen and kind of then in your head and doubting things because you're being physical with what you're doing.
Yeah. You can't. There's no room to doubt, and sometimes you don't even remember. I think my favorite part of doing it all night long, finishing at 10 in the morning, is you quite often forget. You'll run nine recordings for however long they take, and within those recordings there'll be a moment.
Yeah.
And if you're lucky like this, it was just one straight moment. Yeah. And that was it. And it was very short. Yeah. But then you might forget, and then the next day you go back to those recordings and you listen. Beautiful. Wow. Well, very, very nice, very exciting. Should we get into the next record? Let's do it, yeah. Is the next one unreleased or another unreleased one? And when is this from? Like, is it recent or some material from? This was before the summer. Before the summer. Yeah. Do you want to hear it? Yes. All right. Let's dive in. Let's go.
Wow. Wow. Stellar.
Thank you.
That was amazing. Yeah, you said you got a little bit inspired from like the show. Was that on the Record Night show or just in general? Like,
well, your Recondite show is how I call it. Is how I put it.
Okay.
Your Recondite show was amazing. That was a whole other level. That gave me a lot of inspiration, but I'm still processing that. I've got more rhythmic stuff, more percussive stuff. I walked because I couldn't get there, and so when I arrived, it was the end before you played.
Okay.
Before Recondite played.
Okay, but the end of my.
It was the end of your warm-up set, which was, and the room was on fire.
I played like 3.5 hours, so I just went a bit insane at the end.
You were
like, let's just shell it. Like
you were so in, and I walked into this room, and the room was red. The light was red.
The room was red.
You were there at the back. Your hair was red, and everyone was. It was a bit like within a movie. Everyone's moving.
Everything was red.
Everything was red. Everything was moving. I thought I'm in the right place.
Yeah.
But Recondite is probably one of the artists that inspired this song.
Yeah. Has he inspired you quite a lot of your journey with music as well?
Definitely.
He's definitely like a very inspiring artist and person, not just the music, but I think as a whole person.
His story, it definitely gets to the heart, and his conviction, and there's different things inspire in different ways. And some artists it's technical, and some artists it's emotional, and some artists it's sonic and aesthetic, and sentimental, and I really found myself at home in some of his like more brooding soundscapes. And this song, for me, it's got that. It's rolling. It's meant to be a dance track. I don't know if it is, but
it's definitely a dance track. I was dancing, and it's got such a nice breakdown. As we said, you really like the breakdown on this track, and when the drop is hitting, it's like really nice with the elements. It just hits like smooth.
Yeah, when I do lots of, when you're improvising a lot, it can be hard to be functional. And what I've been working on a lot for the last year is to just try to be more clear. And James, we'll talk about James later, but James has helped. He's got such clarity. Yeah. And he's helped me get more clarity.
Yeah, just a shout out to James Harcourt, who is a good friend of mine and a friend of Gabriel's as well. And he has just launched his own label, 09, which your debut release came out on that label.
In September.
Will you be playing that for us later on the show at some point?
No, so you're getting...
It's only unreleased stuff today.
If you want, I'll play, but this is completely exclusive, like unreleased.
Okay, exclusive material.
3 of these records will come out in next year. With 09 label.
Okay, amazing. But yeah, you can check Gabriel also on SoundCloud and Spotify, where you can find True Neptune is the EP.
True Neptune's the EP. Yeah, True Neptune's the song
that came out on 09. And yeah, we're just talking about James Harcourt, who has also been on the radio show here on Urban Soundscapes a couple of times over the last few years. So yeah, shout out James if you're tuning in. But yeah, as you said, you were quite inspired by Recondite, and yeah, the same with this track. It was like an overnight process. Was it? Are you always doing this in one go, or are you returning to tracks on multiple sessions?
It's one go, but there's a build up. So the finding the song and recording the song, in my experience, all of these songs for the most part, finding it and catching it. It has to be done the same night, otherwise you never go back. You go back, but everything's different. Yeah, I'm sure like lots of artists find this, when they're working, you come back to the song and then it takes a new form. Yeah. It's very hard. I find it very hard to be fixed with it. But I might be failing for a whole week before I get to this one. Yeah. And I might be working on a groove and a synth and then scrap the synth and then develop the groove and then write another synth and then scrap that synth and then by the time it gets here, it's not like it came from nothing.
Yeah, it's like there's a process.
There's a process. There's a build up. There's sounds. There's chords and stuff that are. Normally, it's a harmony that's in my headspace, and the harmony sums up how I feel. And I can't get out of that because I'm living through it, and it feels so good to just stay in that harmony.
So it's the melodic elements that kind of leading 100%. Everything. Yeah.
And I tend to write melodic and rhythmic separately. So I might do 6 hours on the drums, get a really solid groove going. And then just sit down and kind of like rub my eyes and then just write a harmony. Okay. And then put them together and then something else happens. Okay. Yeah.
Super interesting. You have like such a unique process. I think it'll be interesting for people who listen to the music to learn a bit about like how it's being made. Tell us about what you're going to play next for us.
So this one is the least constructed. Okay. If those songs were done the way we were talking about, and then maybe afterwards kind of trimmed and just tidied up and, just given a finesse, this is like Notebook.
Okay, that's really cool.
This is closer. And so this is just cut. I just took some of my favorite cuts. This is 11 minutes. True Neptune was 33 minutes.
Okay, and it was like more like a live jam.
Yeah. And then that was cut to 7, and then that was cut to 4. Which is hard to do, but it makes it clarified. So I just grabbed my favorite bits of this on the way here.
Amazing.
And I just threw them together. And this is more like, I thought it'd be fun to show something a little bit more process.
Absolutely. And I think it's almost like peeking a bit behind the curtain for the fans and for the listeners and stuff as well. When did you make this? Recently or a while back?
This is ages ago. I can't remember. Yeah. I can't remember.
Sometime in the past,
honestly, I've got folders. Yeah. And I go into the folders and the file names are like R91100. you know what computers do. Yeah. And it's 33 minutes and I go in and you're like, oof. There's something here right now. Yeah. And you cut it out. And that's this. Yeah. I just found this the other day.
And it's all a process. But yeah, that's super interesting. Okay, well, let's dive in.
Oh, let's go for it.
Live daily shows, 24/7 electronic music. Welcome to Loop London.
London, 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 London.
Wow. Oh my gosh. That's my favorite so far. And that's like a work in progress.
That's just as it was.
Just beautiful. Really touched me emotionally, like really the pads, the melody. So this isn't finished yet. It's like an 11-minute overall jam, and you took a little cut for the show.
Yeah, I just took maybe 3 parts I liked and just stuck them together right before I came here.
But the like line, the melody line is also like really hypnotic. Like it's staying in your head. Like you definitely got to finish this.
It's like the endless spiraling.
Yeah.
In life, you're falling from one situation to another. Yeah. Kind of just about recovering, just about
falling all the time.
Constant
through
falling.
Air.
You know there's that symbol of the snake eating its tail.
I don't think I know the symbol, but I mean, yes, it sounds like something from some. Yeah.
It's got like wonderful mythology. I'm really into mythology and symbolism and stars and stuff like that. Yeah, just like I like the shapes, but the idea is this thing constantly. There's lots of theories behind it, but it's the snake eating its tail is kind of how it feels. It's like the cycle of this spiraling life.
It's really interesting. I'm not just like shout out random Instagram pages, but I follow this Instagram page. It's called Endless Spiral. I don't know if you know it. Do you follow the page?
No, but
I'm going to send it to you. And I'm always like, oh yeah, life is just an endless spiral, and they just post pictures of spirals everywhere. But it is true that like it feels like lots of things in life can be like kind of circular, like in the experience and how you go through emotional experiences, and also even like the creative process overall as well.
But very much when I write something like this, when I write anything, I'm normally writing to listen. I'm listening to survive, and the feeling that the track gives is the thing that helps. And this one, I think we both get this one right now. Yeah, that is that things are happening.
Yeah, no,
good things, bad things, everything.
There's a lot of depth to it, but I also found it quite euphoric. Like I feel like it's quite like uplifting. There's a euphoric energy to it.
Definitely got an addiction to that club sensation. That feeling in the club when you're leaving your body, everyone's together, everyone's
just in
connected.
The moment.
That's clubs. That transcendence, that collective experience is huge inspo for me. Even if what I do doesn't always fit that bill, it's a big part of what I reach for. Yeah, 1000%.
I think you're there with this one. Like, as in, once you finish the overall jam.
Maybe you can help me. We can sit down.
Totally.
I'll show you. I'll play the 11, and you can timestamp your favorite, and then we'll just cut it together.
We'll do it.
All right. Okay. It's a deal. All right. When you get back from going around the world.
Yes. All right. What is next on the list?
What have we got next?
This is such a cool concept for the show. This is the first time I've ever done this in 5 years of the radio show.
Really?
Just so you know, this is like totally a one-off of unreleased music. It's a pretty big honor to have you doing this here for us.
The honor's mine. I'm really, sharing music. We get some time just to hang out.
Yeah,
come on.
It's great.
We've been looking for this. All right, I was gonna play one. I'm gonna play a different one. This is my favorite.
Okay, of all of your tracks, or just today for today?
For today.
Okay. My favorite right now.
My favorite this minute. You know, you get me. You get me. This one is different.
Okay.
James really helps me get vision on this.
Okay.
I think we're gonna release it.
You said that 3 are coming out next year. So is this one that's supposed to come out next year? That's the plan.
I've got a feeling, yeah. I think 3 of the ones you hear today are going to come out next year.
Okay.
If we have time, if it feels right, we could play something from Neptune just to throw back, because it is a special record.
Yeah.
Neptune was about survival. This is something else. This record is something else. But this song, okay, do you want to hear the crazy story behind this?
I think everybody would want to listen.
Okay, yeah. Are you ready for this? So,
very ready.
Okay, so the other thing that happens to me is I get a bit weird in the moons.
In the moons.
Yeah, and I'm not saying this like...
Dude, are you a werewolf?
Yeah. I'm not saying this like one of those people who decided that's cool and then they're into it. I've observed this retrospectively.
Okay.
I'd be like,
Before it was cool.
Before... well, I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, interesting, that happened at this time of the month. I'm going crazy again. And, okay, so the Blood Moon, which we had last month.
Yeah.
I wrote a record on that night. And the synth was not right. But the groove was right, or something, vice versa. I can't remember. And I put it in my phone. I put everything in my phone, okay? And then it's in the Files app. And I go to the Files app, and I look up Blood Moon, and there's another one. And I was like, that's weird. And it was from 4-5 years prior. Same day. Same moon.
Yeah.
5 years before. And the parts were the parts that were missing.
That's so
from this record.
So then you put them together. And then it was working perfectly.
Symbolism,
all these I mean, I'm super into this stuff. Anyone who follows me on Instagram, like, you all know I'm like a crazy hippie, and I'm into like the moon and the universe and all this.
We're curious.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Okay, well, let's have a listen. Let's jump in. Beautiful, beautiful. So we think this one's coming out next year.
It has, yeah, I think it has to.
And just off air, guys, I was just saying to him like how amazing the track was, and I was like, you need to send me some more music because this is I love the percussion.
I promise I will. It's a deal.
Yeah.
It's
now
done.
I had you on the radio show.
Yeah.
I get some unreleased tracks.
I'll just whenever it comes out, you tell me if it gets annoying. Whenever it comes to my head,
it never gets annoying to be sent like good music. So
okay.
Send some good music. But yeah, I want to ask you about so there's a little bit of a different vibe to this track. I feel like it's a little softer, maybe.
Yeah, more. It's both more introverted and also somehow more playable. It feels like you want to dance.
It's got a dance floor groove. The arrangement also with the pauses and stuff. It's got it's maybe a little bit less experimental.
Yeah.
Whereas like some of your music is really really experimental, which I think is amazing, and I really respect that. But I think it's cool to have both, right?
I thought absolutely, and this is like this song represents the next step, I think, for the music where it's had the most. It's been edited, it's been considered, it's been, reformed. James Harcourt of the 09, or James Harcourt for everyone who knows him, it's been such an amazing figure in all of this. And he's done a lot. He's really put a lot into this track and helped me to find clarity.
So when you made this originally, again, I'm just curious, was it like 20 minutes long? 25 minutes?
So
you're the next recorder of us.
So that's what I was going to say. You say, send me the music, and you wake up tomorrow, it's a 55-minute record. And you're like, and half of it is noise. But yeah, there was the two Blood Moons sessions, the one 5 years ago and the one last month, which are absolutely bizarrely done at the same time of the year. One was a harmony and a groove. There was the breakbeat and the like. I can't remember if that's a sample or if I got 5 samples and chopped them up, or if it's one sample that I flipped. I can't remember. But that percussion groove.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Which feels quite iconic. It's clearly had a lot done to it, and we couldn't isolate the stem. Like it was absolutely printed. And then there was a 30-minute synth jam, just synth, and that was like. And we just James really helped. He visualized that.
Beautiful.
And I want to be more clear. I want to try to make more effort for clarity, even if sometimes it works, like Neptune.
Yeah, and I think as artists, right, we're always on a kind of evolution with our own sound, and it's something I speak to a lot of dance music artists, house, techno, electronica, but it's something quite specific to make dance music to work inside of a nightclub. Yeah. Versus electronic music that is listenable and beautiful, but it's like not necessarily making you dance. Those are two different things.
Yeah. And then you put something through a mixer and you just realize I can't work with this.
Yeah, because
because it's not been banded. It doesn't understand its place in the frequency spectrum.
Yeah, but sometimes that music is the most inspiring music because it's like more out the box and more interesting.
1000%.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give you a choice now.
Okay.
All right. So, do you want to listen to another one like Part of the Future? Probably closest to my heart. Really heavy.
Heavy.
Big. Emotional, heavy.
Cool.
125, but somehow half time, right?
Okay.
Slow, fast.
Okay.
Or do you want to listen to something from the Neptune EP?
I think let's listen to this. Like you just said, it's really close to your heart. Like we have to listen to it.
This is the.
Yeah, like you said, really heavy.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, this one next, and then maybe we have a little chat about the overall like development of you and the project, and then we can maybe end with something from the Neptune EP.
I love that.
All right.
You're the leader.
We're good to go?
I think we're good to go.
Okay,
let's go.
This is Loop London Radio.
Beautiful. Wow, I love the pads that just came in just now. We have to then we say, oh, we should jump in so we have time to talk a little bit about your process. But yeah, that's
something for next time.
Yeah, that's a special track. So you think you said this is not one of the ones that's coming next year necessarily?
It might be.
Okay. Watch this space.
Watch this space. Leave a surprise.
So you said this track is close to your heart. What was making you? How were you feeling when you were making it? If you don't mind
super
me asking.
Unhappy. super dark and super heavy. I think it's okay to feel the feelings that you're feeling. It's okay to be in whatever space you find yourself in. And it doesn't have to be negative. And that sounds a bit weird, right?
I think it's beyond okay. It's essential.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. As in, yeah. What else are you gonna do if you feel bad from something? Then you're either just gonna not feel it, and then what are you gonna do?
We can
squash it down,
right? Yeah, squash it down, or we can rationalize ourselves out of it. I think there's a lot of patterning to rationalize yourself out of something, and I think I saw this funny meme for me, which was what was it? It was a picture of Byron or something, and it was it's not a phase, Mom. I'm a romanticist, And
it's not a phase.
It's not a phase. This is who I am. But I actually feel like that. Get into the state, just fucking have it. Have that state, be more in that state. And so I got really tunneled into that feeling, and it was quite, that feeling of just coming back to yourself, feeling that heaviness, but actually it's kind of empowering, I think.
I think also for the artistic process, you're an artist, you're making a lot of this music, and these feelings are in the music, so you sort of it's kind of an inspiration source maybe for you as well.
And you come back, you live through it, but that was pure. That was two stems, one drum stem, one synth stem, done in one night, start to finish, scratch. That was the most concise I've ever worked. The whole thing done.
Yeah.
And then the pad you liked was just a bit more synth. I suddenly flipped it to an arpeggiator, and it just started going, and I was like, oh, this is good, and I just went on that for 15 minutes.
I'm super curious about your studio process. I think it'd be really interesting. Have you done any live? You haven't done any live shows yet?
Yeah. The first thing I ever did was live.
Okay.
So
you brought your drum machine and your analog. You brought your gear to
all of it.
Okay.
To a room. So I've been doing this for 5 years or 4 years without really telling anybody or sharing anything.
Yeah.
Just really private.
This is one of the first things you told me actually when I first listened to your music, and then we spoke a bit about it, and you gave me amazing advice about this, about getting into the process and forgetting about the end.
Yeah.
And just being in the present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the only way that it was the only way I felt good and actually got some satisfaction. It was hiding, but it felt fun, and you could just make horrible noise all night long, and who cares? Because at the end of the day, what does it matter? And then one noise from that could turn into a drum that you sample or something. But so I've been doing that, and I've been hiding basically, and not recording anything, and not using a laptop, and things just existed, and then they were gone. And it got to a point where things actually felt really good, and I don't even know if I should say this. I feel like I might get in trouble. I think I actually recorded Pluto on my phone on GarageBand.
What do you mean you're going to get in trouble?
I just feel it's so wrong.
The music producer police are going to put you in jail.
Yeah, they're going to come. They're going to come through here, and you'll never see me again.
Yeah.
No, but Pluto,
you're not allowed to record on GarageBand on your phone.
Through a crap interface, going in via an adaptive into a Lightning, and Pluto I think was one of the first things I actually captured live. This on the Neptune EP, and it was done probably into everything low fidelity. Somehow it came out all right.
That's amazing though, and I think it shows that it's not about the tools. It's not about the fancy tools. It's about what's inside you, and it's about also what's around you, as we said, sort of tapping into the creative source, and making it work with a phone.
Complete, yeah, and because it was the only thing we had, it was all I had, and it had to be done. It was this song was happening, and I thought I have to record, and so then I met. I mean, this is a long story, and I think we'll talk about this some other time. But
the flow of you getting into the project. I really want to just touch on the story of you were making all this music sort of in private, and then you had a breakthrough moment. You were at Dimensions Festival.
I was at Dimensions Festival.
Where is that in
Croatia?
Croatia. Okay.
It was meant to be a really joyful trip, but it had heartbreak in it.
Okay.
And
which is part of life, right? This is a part of life.
Yeah.
That we experience.
And it shapes you. And so I ended up alone dancing at this stage, best music I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
You know when music changes your life. I didn't know who was. I kind of abandoned all reason.
Yeah.
Won't say anymore, but I abandoned all reason, and I ended up at a stage, and I didn't know who had it, and I danced from day till night, and it was like the best music I've heard in my life.
And you were just in it, like
lost in it, and kind of took myself apart. And it was Cartoulis, legendary Cartoulis. You know, they were just incredible. I found out after the fact, and I was like, I need to share music. Like, if this is what this does for me, I need to share. I went to Cartoulis 2 weeks later in London, Fold, which is again like legendary club.
I know you've told me that Fold is quite an inspiring place for you in general, so it's had a big influence on you.
Fold is the place, Fold is the space that has given me the most peace. Cartoulis have inspired me endlessly, and then many, many others. But I was there seeing them again, and I bumped into someone called Gonzalo who runs the Moodist Collective, and off the back of one conversation, complete faith and an awful amount of trust, they decided to give me a show, and they filmed it.
Amazing.
And I had something like 3 weeks to put together, maybe a month to put together, and I made 8 songs. I didn't stop working for the whole time. I made 8 records. I played them all live, and they filmed the whole thing, and I did it in one flow state.
Wow.
And it's on YouTube somewhere.
So go and check it out, guys. Moodist Collective.
Moodist Collective, check it
out. Gabriel, Atlas. And that's sort of the plan for you longer term as well.
1000%.
More live. You've got so much more material now.
I want to play live. I understand how I'm writing. I understand how I'm recording and how I want to release. And the 09 label, wow, check it out. If anybody's listening, listen to 09. Listen to James Harcourt. But that label, you know, is a space. I'm really happy in that space.
And you're in with them, and you've obviously released your first EP with them, and then more music to come
for sure. And I want to play live because I think that's what I've got. I think that's where I can really. And if you imagine, if anybody thinks this sounds good right now, just imagine what it feels like live when you can make those changes. You can look in someone's eyes and you can say, okay, we're going to rise it. Yeah,
you can go on a whole journey, you know, for a long extended time, and. I think live sets, I've seen different DJs play in various different ways, and sometimes I see people just sort of triggering their tracks, like triggering things, but that's not as, you know, so much live versus like, okay, we're actually spontaneously, you know, changing the drum pattern.
That's right,
coming up with things,
making decisions.
In the moment.
Yeah, you're completely
I
right.
I really see this for you. Okay, I think we're wrapping up the show in a few minutes. I would love to close out with a track from your debut EP, because it's like nice to sort of celebrate that moment. So this came out in September 2025, so just a couple of months ago. Really. So we're really kind of near the start of your rise, I think, right now.
The start of the whole journey.
Yeah.
And this was, I pressed the button. Okay, don't worry. We'll just pretend I didn't do that. You'd think I'd be good at buttons. This was the song. I was in the darkest place of my life. And somehow I heard a record by James Harcourt called AEI, which I just felt so seen by. And
this, you wrote this song and you sent it to him.
I sent it to him at 10 in the morning. I did it in one night. 10 in the morning.
He signed it.
He signed it the same day.
Yeah. And now it's out.
And now it's out. Yeah. And he did not know who I was.
It's beautiful. Okay, right. Let's have a little listen.
Should we do it? Yeah, let's go. And then we'll cut things off. Thank you so much, Freya.
Of course. So happy to have you here.
Loop, London, 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 London.